Curricular Modifications. How does multimedia integration improve student learning? Let's look and find out. With the first unit I was going to teach, it was on digital citizenship, and I had to just follow the Common Sense Media curriculum.
When this class started 2 years ago, I was given the task of teaching the new digital citizenship curriculum that our district had just adopted. With it being the first year of the course and of the curriculum, I thought that I should follow the Common Sense Media program word for word. What I found was it was a very direct teaching instruction model, and for the 5 lessons that I had to teach, which turned into about 10 days of instruction, it was me leading everything and the students just taking a couple of quizzes at the end.
So now I'm going to show you a copy of what the quiz looked like. It was just a 3-question multiple choice, and I wasn't quite sure what kind of learning that the students would be getting out of something like this. I wanted it to be more authentic for them so that they could showcase their learning a little bit more. So that way I decided to create a project-based learning unit. So I'm going to ask the students to pick one of the 5 areas of study that we're going to be studying in digital citizenship, and they will have to create a public service announcement and a multimedia presentation to demonstrate the learning that they've achieved throughout the entire unit. So I'm going to show you my unit plan that I've created with project-based learning digital citizenship. As you can see, my driving question is how can we improve digital citizenship and online safety both locally and globally? So as I said, the students are going to be working together to create a public service announcement based on one of the 5 standards that we're going to be focusing in on with digital citizenship. And they will be posted to YouTube for a more global viewing, but they will also be shown to our 4th through 7th graders here locally to help them start to learn some more about digital citizenship from our 8th graders. I do hope that students will be retaining the information better due to investigating and creating the content that they're going to actually share out. And I do think that different learning styles and needs will be represented because they can represent their learning however they would like. And they can also decide to present in whatever way they want. Some concerns I have are for the time it will take for the students to research and then also produce their final product. It might take them longer than the 4 weeks that I have set up for them. And I also know that working in groups sometimes can be a challenge. And if need be, I'll create certain checklists for members of groups so all tasks are accounted for. Since I teach a class that's very individualized, I don't truly direct teach more than my 1 unit on digital citizenship. So instead, I'm going to talk about how I could change some of my students' passion projects to include some multimedia. The first one, she wanted to convince others to be aware of autism, and her idea was just to create a post that she could post around the school. After taking this course, I've been talking to her about possibly creating a video promoting autism awareness and then posting it to YouTube to raise awareness all over the world. The other one wanted to create their own business of lawn mowing. They were just going to write down the ideas on a piece of paper, and now after this I'm trying to get them to create an infographic to showcase the learning that they have and that others could follow. What should the students take away? Well, let's watch and find out. Using multimedia to improve the students' passion projects will help them not only retain the knowledge that they've learned about their passion, but it'll also help them learn different ways that they can present information and share it out with the world, which is ultimately the biggest piece of project-based learning, is taking it from just inside the classroom to extending it outside the 4 walls. And those suggestions that I made, which is both instead of creating a poster, but then also transitioning that into a YouTube video about raising autism awareness, can be easily shared with the world via links, via even just being on YouTube, and also the creating an infographic about how to start your own lawn cutting business would help the student retain that for future, but also help others when he shares it if they wanted to follow that passion as well and maybe apply to different businesses. I'll leave you with one final thought. At the heart of effective technology integration, technology offers opportunities to be more actively involved in the learning process. Vanessa Vega.